This is Kim Duncan, formerly known as Salvatore, behind me on keyboard. And we will be surprising her with many things tonight, so there you go. All right, I'd like to...
I don't see a miracle shining from the sky. I am no good at statues and stories. I try. That's not what I think about. That's not what I see. I know what the sunlight can be. The light in the piazza, tiny, sweet, and then it grows, and then it fills the air. Who knows what they call it? I don't care. All I see is all I want is staring from inside, and sad is happy. That's all I see. The light in the piazza, the light in the piazza. It's rushing up, it's pouring out, it's flying through the air, Who knows what they call it, but it's there, it is there. All I see is, all I want is staring from inside. I see it, I see it everywhere. It's everywhere, it's everything and everywhere. Fabrizio. The light in the piazza, my love. This is my street. I smile at faces I've known all my life. They regard me with pride, and everyone's sweet. They say you're going places. So how can I say that while I was away, I had so much to hide? Hey guys, it's me, the biggest disappointment, you know. The kid couldn't hack it. She's back, and she's walking real slow. Welcome home, just breathe. Just breathe. As the radio plays, I've forgotten boleros. I think of the days when the city was mine. I remember the praise, ay te quiero. The neighborhood waved and said, Nina, be brave and you're gonna be fine. But maybe it's me, but it all seems like lifetimes ago. So what do I say to these faces that I used to know? Hey, I'm home. Hey, college? How do I tell them why I'm coming back home with my eyes on the horizon? Just me and the GWB, asking Nina, what'll you be? Straighten the spine, smile for the neighbors. Everything's fine, everything's cool. The standard reply, lots of tests, lots of papers. Smile, wave goodbye, and pray to the sky. Oh God, what will my parents say? Can I go in there and say, I know that I'm letting you down? Just breathe.
Will you share your life with me for the next 10 minutes? For the next 10 minutes, we could handle that. We could watch the waves. We could watch the sky, or just sit and wait as the time ticks by. And if we make it till then, can I ask you again for another 10? And if you in turn agree to the next 10 minutes, and the next 10 minutes till the morning comes, then just holding you might compel me to ask you for more. And there are so many lives I need to see with you. I will never be complete until I do.
I'm not always on time. Please don't expect that from me. I will be late, but if you can just wait, I will be there eventually. Not like it's in my control, not like I'm proud of the fact, but if it's anything other than being on time, I can do. I don't know why people run, I don't know why things fall through. I don't know how anybody survives in this life without someone like you. I could preserve and preserve, I could say no and goodbye, but why, Jamie, why? I want to be your wife. I want to bear your child. I want to die knowing I
till the world explodes, till there's no one left who has ever known us apart. There are so many dreams I need to see.
There are so many years I need to be with you.
I will never be complete.
I will never be alive.
I will never change the world until I do.
I do.
I do. Strange dear, yet true dear, when I'm close to you, dear, the stars fill the sky, so in love with you am I. Without you, my arms fold about you. You know, darling, why so in love with you am I, in love with the night, mysterious, the night when you first were there, in love with my joy delirious, when I knew that you could care. So taunt me and hurt me, deceive me, desert me. I'm yours till I die. So in love, so in love, so in love with you, my love, am I. Thanks, guys. This is one that I love to sing all the time in New York, so it's called Take a Chance on Me from Little Women. I know I have no right, but sometimes late at night, I watch you in the attic, pacing back and forth like a maniac. I never met a girl like you, anyone at all like you. This is very nice, such a lovely party. The music is so thrilling. It makes a person feel like dancing. We could do 100 things, do anything you please. We could fly on golden wings and cross the 7 seas. I'll bet we could pull a camel through a needle if you'll take a chance on me. We could catch 1,000 stars and stand them on a pin. We could go from here to Mars and watch the planets spin. If you want to do all the things you've ever dreamed of, come on, take a chance on me. We could be such friends. Friends are never lonely. All I know is books. Books are solitary, but I see you every day. How you live in your own way, and you make me wanna dare to take a chance on you. We could live a million dreams, but only if we dare. We could go to such extremes, there's so much we could share. We'll circle the world doing all we've ever dreamed of, and we'll live in our own way, and I'll see you every day. We'll be the best of friends if you take a chance on me.
Long ago, in someone else's lifetime, someone with my name who looked a lot like me came to know a man and made a promise he only had to say, and that's where she would be. Lately, although her feelings run just as deep, the promise she made has grown impossible to keep, and yet I wish it wasn't so. Will he miss me if I go? In a way, it's someone else's story. I don't see myself as taking part at all. Yesterday, a girl that I was fond of suddenly could see the writing on the wall. Sadly, she realized she'd left him behind, and sadder than that, she knew he wouldn't even mind. And though there's nothing left to say, would he listen if I stay? It's all very well to say, you fool, it's now or never. I could be choosing no choices whatsoever. I could be in someone else's story, in someone else's life, and he could be in mine. I don't see a reason to be lonely. I could take my chances further down the line. And if that girl I knew should ask my advice, oh, I wouldn't hesitate. She needn't ask me twice. Go now, I'd tell her that for free. Trouble is the girl is me. The story is the girl is me. Kiss today goodbye, the sweetness and the sorrow. Wish me luck the same to you, but I can't regret what I did for love, what I did for love. Look, my eyes are dry. I did for love, what I did for love. God, love is never gone as we travel on. Love's what we'll remember. Kiss today goodbye and point me toward tomorrow. We did what we had to do. Won't forget, can't regret what I did for love. What I did for love. What I did for love. The average unmarried female, basically insecure, due to some long frustration, may react with psychosomatic symptoms difficult to endure, affecting the upper respiratory tract. In other words, just from waiting around for that plain little band of gold, a person can develop a cold. You can spray her wherever you figure the streptococci lurk. You can give her a shot for whatever she's got, but it just won't work. If she's tired of getting the fisheye from the hotel clerk, a person can develop a cold. It says here, a female remaining single, just in the legal sense, shows a neurotic tendency. See note. Note. Chronic organic syndromes, toxic or hypertense, involving the eyes, the ears, the nose, and throat. In other words, just from worrying whether the wedding is on or off, a person can develop a cough. You can feed her all day with the vitamin A and the Vomo Fizz, but the medicine never gets anywhere near where the trouble is. If she's getting a kind of a name for herself and the name ain't his, a person can develop a cough. And furthermore, just from stalling the wedding trip, a person can develop la grippe. When they get on the train for Niagara, she can hear church bells chime. The compartment is air conditioned and the mood sublime. Then they get off at Saratoga for the 14th time. A person can develop la grippe, la post-nasal drip, with the wheezes and the sneezes and the sinus that's really a pip, with a lack of community property and a feeling she's getting too old. A person can develop a bad cold. Achoo! is the tale my mother told me. A tale that was much too dull to hold me. And this is the surge and the rush she said would show. Our story goes on. Oh, I was young, I forgot that things outlive me. My goal was the kick that life would give me. And now, like a joke, something moves to let me know. Our story goes on, and all these things I feel and more, my mother's mother felt, and hers before. A chain of life begun upon the shore of some dark sea. Chain extending. My child is next in a line that has no ending. And here am I, full of life that her child will feel when I'm long gone. And thus it is our story goes on and 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 And all these things I feel and more, my mother's mother felt, and hers before. A chain of life begun upon the shore of some primordial sea, has stretched through time to reach to me. And now I can see the chain extending. My child is next in a line that has no ending. And here am I, feeling life that her child will feel when I'm long gone. Yes, all that was is part of me, as I am part of what's to be. And thus it is our story goes on and on and on and Screw loose, that's what they say I've got. Or maybe they say I'm not playing with a full deck. But hey, what the heck can I do? Oh, baby, I've got a screw loose for you. Bonkers, that Metaphorically, they mean truly insane, but they can't hear the voice in my brain giving orders to keep loving you. Eccentric, erratic toys in the belfry, bats in the attic. But I just don't see the harm in carving your name in my arm. Tried to lock me away, but until that day when they finally do, I know, leave me alone. I'll be here if you need a loose screw. I don't know you, but I want you all the more for that. Words fall through me and always fool me, and I can't react in games that never amount to more than they're meant will play themselves out. Take this sinking boat and point it home. We've still got time. Raise your hopeful voice. You had the choice. You've made it now. Falling slowly, eyes that know me, and I can't go back. Moods that take me and erase me, and I'm painted black. Well, you have suffered enough and warred with yourself. It's time that you've won. Take this sinking boat and point it home. We've still got time. Raise your hopeful voice. You had the choice. You've made it now. Fall Something always brings me back to you. It never takes too long. No matter what I say or do, I still feel you here till the moment I'm gone. You hold me without touch. You keep me without chains. I never wanted anything so much than to drown in your love and not feel your rain. Set me free, leave me be. I don't want to fall another moment into your gravity. Here I am, innocent, so tall, just the way I'm supposed to be. But you're onto me, and all over me. Oh, you love me 'cause I'm fragile. When I thought that I was strong, then you touched me for a little while, and all my fragile strength is gone. Set me free, leave me be. I don't want to fall another moment into your gravity. Here I am, and I stand so tall, just the way I'm supposed to be. But you're onto me, and all over me. I live here on my knees as I try to make you see that you're everything I think I need here on the ground. But you're neither friend nor foe, no, I can't seem to let you go. The one thing that I still know is that you're keeping me down. You're keeping me down. Yeah, 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 yeah. You're onto me and all over. Something always brings me back to you. It never takes too long. Let's pretend we're riding on a kite. Let's imagine we're flying through the sky. We'll ascend until we're out of sight. Light as paper, we'll soar. Let's be wild, up high above the sand. Feel the breeze, the world at our command. Let's enjoy the view and never land. Floating far from the shore. Some things aren't meant to be. The clouds moving fast and free. The sun on a silver sea. A sky that's bright and blue. And some things will never end. The thrill of our magic ride. The love that I feel inside for you. We'll climb high beyond the break of day. Sleep on stars. knows what living is for. Some things are meant to be, the tide turning endlessly, the way it takes hold of me. No matter what I do, and some things will never die. The promise of who you are, your memories when I am far from you. All my life I've lived for loving you. Let me go now. I dreamed a dream in time gone by, when hope was high and life worth living. I dreamed that love would never die. I dreamed that God would be forgiving. Then I was young and unafraid, and dreams were made and used and wasted. There was no ransom to be paid, no song unsung, no wine untasted. But the tigers come at night, with their voices soft as thunder, as they tear your hope apart, as they turn your dream to shame. He slept a summer by my side. He filled my days with endless wonder. He took my childhood in his stride, but he was gone when autumn came. And still I dream he'd come to me, that we would live the years together. But there are dreams that cannot be, and there are storms we cannot weather. I had a dream my life would be so different from this hell I'm living, so different now from what it seemed. Now life has killed the dream I dreamed. Jenny's afraid of water. I mean, she swims and all, but still, she's afraid of water. And so she won't go near the sea. Not me. And Katie's afraid of darkness. I mean, she sleeps and all, but still, she's afraid of darkness. So when the lights are out, she has to hold my hand. I don't understand. I am not moon's dark or sky. I'm not afraid of anything. Who would give up what they want without a try? So watch me fly. I'm not afraid. And Daddy's afraid of babies. I mean, he got for me, but now he's afraid of babies. I guess he's scared of what they'll be. Not me. And Mama's afraid of crying. You know, she tries to hold it in. She's afraid of crying. And she can look at you with tears stuck in her eye. And I don't know why. I am not afraid of anything, be it growing old or going out of style. I am not afraid of anything. Who would give up what they want without a trial? Another mile. I'm not afraid. And I hear the calling of adventure, and I hear the ringing in my ears. The lights are ready, pulse is steady, I'm right here. And I hear the calling of tomorrow, and I feel the stirring in my bones, and David loves me. He's afraid to hold me. Listen to the calling of tomorrow. Can you feel the pounding of my heart? The lights are ready, pulse is steady, I can start. Never stop the calling of a challenge. Blessing on the water and the stones. And David loves me. He's afraid to tell me. David loves me. He's afraid to trust me. He's afraid to hold me. And he'll always be. He's afraid of me. And I'm not afraid of anyone. I am sure to win with anyone at all. I'm not afraid of anyone. Not a soul alive can get beyond this wall. So watch them fall and let them call. 'Cause after all, I'm not at the end of our senior year. Like a shot, she and Mitchell got married that summer. Carol Ann getting bigger every minute, thinking, what am I doing here? While Mitchell's out every night being a heavy metal drummer. They got a little cute house on a little cute street with the crucifix on the door. Mitchell got a job at a record store in the mall. Just the typical facts of a typical life in a town on the eastern shore. I thought about what I wanted. It wasn't like that at all. Made Carol Ann a cute baby sweater, thinking I can do better than that. Thinking, what do I got to lose? Got a room, got a cat, and got 20 pounds thinner. guy in a class I was taking who you might say looked like Tom Cruise. He wouldn't leave me alone unless I went with him to dinner. And I guess he was cute, and I guess he was sweet, and I guess he was good in bed. I gave up my life for the better part of a year. And so I'm starting to think that this maybe might work, and the second it entered my head, he needed to take some time off, focus on his career. He blew me off with a heartfelt letter. I thought, I can do better than that. You don't have to get a haircut. You don't have to change your shoes. You don't have to like Duran Duran, just love me. You don't have to put the seat down. You don't have to watch the news. You don't have to learn to tango. You don't have to eat prosciutto. You don't have to change a thing, just stay with me. I want you and nothing but you. Miles and piles of you. Finally I will have something worthwhile to think of each morning. You and nothing but you. No substitution will do. Nothing but fresh, undiluted and pure. Top of the line and totally mine. I don't need any lifetime commitments. I don't need to get hitched tonight. I don't want you to throw up all your walls and defenses. I don't mean to put on any pressure, but I know when a thing is right. And I spend every day reconfiguring my senses. When we get to my house, take a look at that town. Take a look at how far I've gone. I will never go back, never look back anymore. And it feels like my life led right to your side and will keep me there from now on. Think about what you wanted. Think about what could be. Think about how I love you. Say you'll move in with me. Think of what's great about me and you. Think of the bullshit we've both been through. Think of what's past, because we can do better. We can do better. We can do better than that. We can do better than that.
Life used to be a gay thing, a full of happiness, night and day thing. It was something to have and to hold. Then it seemed that your love grew cold. I never knew that our romance had ended until you poisoned my food. And I thought it was a lark when you kicked me in the park. But now I think it was rude. I never knew that you and I were finished until that bottle hit my head. And though I tried to be aloof when you pushed me off that roof, I think our romance is dead. It wouldn't have been so bad if you told me that someone had taken my place. But no, you didn't even scold me. You just tried to disfigure my face. You'll never know how this heart of mine is aching. It seems so hopeless, and yet life used to be so placid. Won't you please put down the acid and say that we're sweethearts again? I'll never forget that night in Bridgeport. That was the night you gave me the hot foot. I mean, I thought you had sort of a strange look in your eye, but then, well, you smiled and everything was all right. Then there was that time when we were canoeing and you set fire to my dress. You said you pushed me overboard to put out the flames, but I could never figure out why you held my head underwater for so long. Well, I've never met this person that's taken my place, but I want you to know that I wish you all the luck in the world. And if there's ever anything I can do, anything at all, I can be reached in room 304 of the General Hospital. Farewell, my sweet. You'll never know how this heart of mine is aching. It seems so hopeless, but then I love you couldn't match it. Won't you please put down the hatchet and say that we're sweet?